Q. How Face ID was set up. A. It learns from human face, just like normal. Q. Were you able to use the mask to unlock the iPhone immediately after freshly enrolling the real face? The reason I ask is that, according to Apple's white paper, Face ID will take additional captures over time and augment its enrolled Face ID data with the newly calculated mathematical representation. Can you describe precisely how you went about conducting this experiment? A. It does not matter whether Apple Face ID learns new images of the face, since it will not affect the truth that Apple Face ID is not an effective security measure. However, we knew about this learning, thus, to give a more persuasive result, we applied the strict rule of absolutely no passcode when crafting the mask. Q. Can you explain why your hack worked but similar attempts, like Wired magazines, failed? A. Because we are the leading cybersecurity firm. It is quite hard to make the correct mask without certain knowledge of security. We were able to trick Apple's AI, as mentioned in the writing, because we understood how their AI worked and how to bypass it. As in 2008, we were the first to show that face recognition was not an effective security measure for laptops. Related links can be found at the end of this writing. Q. How did CAT develop the mask? For example, why you use silicone for the nose, why 3D printing for some areas, while special processing for others, etc. A. You are right. Many people in the world have tried different kinds of masks but all failed. It is because we understand how AI of Face ID works and how to bypass it. As stated above, we were the first in the world to show that face recognition was not an effective security measure for laptops. Q. Is 3D creation and printing difficult? A. Not at all. It is quite simple, will be even more simple in the future. We might use smartphones with 3D scanning capabilities, like Sony XZ1, or set up a room with a 3D scanner. A few seconds is enough for the scanning. Here's an example of a 3D scanning booth. An easier way is photograph-based. Artists craft a thing from its photos. Take the nose of our mask for example. Its creation is not complicated at all. We had an artist make it by silicone first. Then, when we found that the nose did not perfectly meet our demand, we fixed it on our own. Then the hack worked. That's why there's a part on the nose's left side that is of a different color, photo attached. So, it's easy to make the mask and beat Face ID. Here, I want to repeat that our experiment is a kind of proof of concept, the purpose of which is to prove a principle. Other issues will be researched later.